Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements, and today it is the 22nd of October 2021. It's a Friday, so as always I'm going to be posting a video today just concluding the movements of this week which we've seen in the markets of gold, Nasdaq100, S&P500, crude oil and euro US dollar. So I'm going to start here with the gold over the US dollar chart, and it's been a very positive week here for the gold markets. We have broken through that 50-day EMA, we've broken through that 23% fib level, and we've targeted that 200-day EMA. Now this is a very important moment for the gold chart, and why? Well, that's because if we're able to clear this 200-day EMA and get a daily close above the previous swing highs, and that's why I've circled the previous swing high, which is currently at $1,800 to the penny. If we can get a daily close above that area there, then I think it sends us on our way up towards 1830. Now, if I zoom out the chart so that we can see it in a more longer term view, we are currently forming this A, B, C correction pattern. Now, for us to break out here and for us to really go and target at about 1920 area, we would need to get a daily close above this B section, which is currently up at 1833. On 3 separate occasions we have been rejected from this B zone, but it looks to me that we're very likely to go and target towards 1830. So very encouraging for the bulls here on the gold markets, but also I would just like to cover what could happen if we did turn around and trade towards the downside, because anything's possible, guys. If we get rejected here at the 200-day EMA, which is currently at 1790, then we would likely see a movement down towards a 50-day EMA, 1777 area. We're likely to see a bounce at that 50-day EMA, as it should offer support. But if we did break below there, then we look towards the 23% fib level, which is the start of this red zone here, which is down at 1770. And if we didn't bounce there, well, then that would likely send us back down towards 1750, and then down to 1724. And if we took out the lows here at 1724, then I think we go to my medium to longer term target here on the gold charts, which is down at 1700 to 1680. But as I mentioned just a few moments ago, short-term gold is looking very bullish, and at this rate it won't be long until we're trading up at around 1830. Moving over to the Nasdaq100 chart now. So Nasdaq is currently at 15,411. It's had a very bullish week. As you can see on the chart, we've only had one down day, which was on Wednesday. And, we are still pre-market. The markets haven't opened here in the US. And the reason I'm posting this video out so early is because I'm located in Dubai at the moment. So the timing is a little bit different with regards to when the market's opening. Because before, when I was in the UK, the markets had usually opened when I was posting and publishing this video. But we've still got today's trading session, and what I would like to see from the Nasdaq100 is that continuation towards the upside to go and target at 15,600 and then eventually 15,700, where my take profit is. If you're new to my channel and this is your first time watching my video, then you should know that I did open a buy position down at 14,400, where I cherry picked the bottom, where I bought off this trend line, and that's what this green and red boxes represent. That's where I opened my trade, and my stop loss I was willing to risk 4.35% to gain a total of 8.92% towards the upside. And as you can see, we are now about 75% all the way there to achieving that take profit price. So very bullish for the Nasdaq100, especially as we go into earnings season. One thing that I would say, if you are trading individual stocks, do be cautious, because what you do tend to see with a lot of these the FANG names, for example, is they will bring out some fantastic numbers, and then the next day trading they do have that pullback. But typically speaking, 3 to 6 months after that earnings has come out, you will see the stock perform very well. So typically speaking, if a company brings out good numbers, then the stock performs quite well as well. So it does reflect in that stock price. So I'm very bullish going into the Nasdaq100. We may see some short-term volatility with a lot of these big companies reporting numbers, but that's to be expected when they've got incredibly high valuations. The likes of Apple over 2 trillion, Facebook just under 1 trillion, Microsoft 2 trillion. These are very high valuations. Moving over to the S&P 500, just like the Nasdaq 100, but the only thing that's different is that we have gone and hit that all-time high where I closed out my trade this week. On the S&P 500 up at 4,500, so very bullish indeed. Big question is now, do we go and set a brand new all-time high? I believe so. I think that we will see that move up towards 4,600. As I just mentioned in the Nasdaq 100 chart, is that we are now trading in earnings season, and I do anticipate some of these big high-tech companies to come out and smash their numbers, for likes of Apple, for example. And Apple, as we all know, is the largest stock in the S&P 500 index. So if Apple has a good day, well, then typically speaking, the S&P 500 has a good day. So very bullish here for the S&P 500. And one other bullish thing is that the RSI is only at 64, so we're not quite considered to be overbought yet. So I am attracted to the S&P 500 at this current level, and I think it is worth buying up towards 4,600. Moving over to the crude oil future markets, crude oil has had a bit of a pause this week. We've been, we kind of been trading like a yo-yo this week, up and down, but we haven't really moved much. It's what we like to call roller coaster markets. You start somewhere, you go up and down, and then ultimately you end at the same place where you started. And that's exactly what's happened this week for the crude oil markets. We've just been hovering around the $82 price level. I do currently hold a short-term sell position here on the crude oil markets. I think that we will, continue to correct ourselves. If I just tidy up some of this drawing for you, we've been trading in this uptrend for some time now, and the crude oil markets have performed very well. But as you can see on the RSI, we are still considered to be overbought just. So I do believe we will see that pullback, and I think it makes sense to have that pullback down towards that 50-day EMA, which creates value, and that then allows other traders to come in, pick up some value there, and that will be, that should be what gives that crude oil that next jump towards 85 and then eventually $90 a barrel. So very bullish on the crude oil markets going into the end of the year. Moving over to the last but not least, the euro US dollar. Again, euro US dollar hasn't really done much over the past couple of days. We've just been sitting around this 1.16 area, bouncing between 1.16 and 1.16500. And as you can see on the charts, we're currently trading at 1.16400. I do hold a buy position here for the euro US dollar. I think it's only a matter of time until we go and target that 50-day EMA, which sits just at that 38% fib level. So this is very this is setting up very nicely for that 50-day EMA to be that target. So we had a lovely bounce here off the RSI where we were considered to be short-term oversold, and as you can see, the RSI is now at 48, but I see no reason as to why we can't have a continuation of this rally towards the upside. So very bullish indeed for the euro US dollar short-term, and I think medium to long-term, for those who've been watching my videos for some time, you'll know that I am looking for for us to go and complete this fib chart with a move up towards that 1.23 area. So I'm going to wrap it up there for this week. We've had some fantastic movements in the markets, lots of volatility, lots of money-making opportunities. For those who've enjoyed watching my videos this week, and would like more from me, then please do not hesitate to go and head over to my website at dailymarketmovements.com. Once you pay the very small fee of £249 for a year's membership, I then will add you to a WhatsApp group where I share all of my lifetime trades. So every time I enter and exit a trade, I will let you know on the WhatsApp group. So very beneficial, and it's a very low price. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so, and give this video a thumbs up. And I will be back on Sunday where I will analyze the markets going into the new trading week. And then, of course, I'll post a video midweek on Wednesday, and then another video next Friday where I conclude the markets. Thank you.